You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.
Orange.
For the news we dey around, log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Staff them everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi yeah, voices come. Hi yeah. Credibility, now we ability news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. You count on me, you count on me anyhow. Give you the news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. Follow me, count on me anyhow. Liberty we ride, like an eagle we fly. Liberty TV there before. Climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi yeah. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. You count on me, you count on me anyhow. Give the news, give the view, the tell you want some. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. You call on me, count on me anyhow. Speak free and fearless, inclusive journalism. Speak free and fearless, inclusive journalism. For the news we dey around, log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Staff them everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi yeah, voices come. Hi yeah. Credibility, now we ability news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. You count on me, you count on me anyhow. Give you the news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. Follow me, count on me anyhow. Liberty we ride, like an eagle we fly. Liberty TV there before. Climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi yeah. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. can count on me, can count on me anyhow. Give the news, give the view, the tell you one time. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. The human them, God begin the executive power. You can call on me, count on me anyhow. Speak free and fearless, inclusive journalism.
From studios na Cantonment Road of Kema Road, a very good morning and welcome to the midweek edition of the breakfast show. They come to you from Liberty Online Television. Today is the 1st of July 2026 and the first edition for this month, but the midweek edition for this week. So start the month not the middle of the week. My name is Alex Lawrence Koma. We will bring the program Canton this morning.
All right, and me na Khadija Bangura, good morning. Now, so we go welcome on to the midweek edition of the breakfast show. Anyone for say happy 1st of July. And this na the second quarter of the year, the second 6 months of the year. We don't officially begin. Good morning. And I hope say July go be good to we. Now, so go say very good morning. And this edition of the breakfast show today, we can look at different issues them. And today we bring Canton a topic we done they on for almost 2 to 3 weeks, if not all remember. Police being invited na the criminal investigation department a lady by the name of Adma Bio, and according to the police, they been keep in detention because they investigate issues that we get for do with murder, we get for do with fraud, we get for do with money laundering and other one them. After we spend about a week na the criminal investigation department, we be see outside police be declare a husband we na Dauda Jallo, where people can call Dowsy, as wanted because of different crime them we get for do with murder, we get for do with money laundering, we get for do with selling gold without proper licensing and other one them. Well, inside last week, according to the police, they say them put Adma Bio on bail. But somebody they were out there where na in the complainant where they ask for justice because in belief say able forget justice yet na this case. So they reach out to Liberty TV, but because of the language barrier, we try forget somebody we go be an interpreter to the Italian businessman we actually na in the complainant in this matter. And for let una whether the public will get a clear understanding, we bring in somebody when an interpreter, but because of security reasons, the person not go show in face, but una go hear in voice. After where the Italian businessman don't talk, the person go interpret. So the public go get exactly what in transpire between the Jallo family and that of the Italian man. Where they out there now, they ask for justice because in belief say able forget justice yet na the money we involved for gold where he allegedly go give to this family where be able forget. Alfio don't they into the gold business. We go show now some proof them where is sent to we the transaction them where is sent to this family allegedly because police not come out it for say yes, then get evidence for say he do this transaction transfer. But the Italian man give Liberty TV proof them for sure say yes, then transfer this amount of money. And a really huge amount of money involved in this business. But for an if he say the police no handle the case yet. And later inside the breakfast show, you go also know about the walkway campaign for good governance CGG. Don't they do over the years? They don't 30 years. Waiting they don't do, waiting at the progress so they don't make in terms of good governance, advocating for good governance and democracy. And also now the breakfast show, as soon as know every week we can give now the viewers them the audience the opportunity for calling. Today we go tell you now the questions 3 years into his second time in office if President Bill don't deliver on in campaign promises them. That's the topic. We get for open the phone line at some point for Lorna call and tell we, and please when they call stay away from your device and keep the conversation very respectful. You can put your thoughts then together in a very respectful manner without abuse anybody. So these are the issues them where we they deal with inside the breakfast show this morning. Alex, yesterday for the first time I see them say for the very first time Makeni host a sitting president in a town hall. We continue people and say them put on a barrier.
Well, again, you get so much talk around them, invitation, you get invitation for go inside the security be intense, although some points where President Bill go unveil something will look like a tower. I don't know if not monitoring. I don't know if not monitoring tower. Well, people are asking questions. If not securitized tower, or a clock tower, or a monument tower, or a peace tower, we don't even know. So at some point it shake people their hand and all that. But again, still concerned they say the ordinary people will ask the questions so they want for us.
Now why is it there if the ordinary people when then they feel the pinch and therefore ask the questions?
Some people describe them as a SLPP meeting. Now opportunity for me to the SLPP supporter and they not. Then they're not so secret. It's about it. If you want to do that town, if they don't do not free trial, so it be questionable. It has always been an issue. Allow the president to meet people. Allow the president. Last time nobody don't do anything again. At least they get friends. Like make peace with people that we see we don't hurt. Get some of his supporters who supporter, they not get access to them. So some of them opportunity and able for see them. Tell us if I support you, I'll be unable to see you, unable to talk to you, or I go through this kind of thing. People get issues and we're not okay with them. But you go make party meeting, executive party meeting, because every other party man will go there. It's question. But again, a good idea where the information minister they do at least they get a positive impact. However, I get both negative and positive impact. And the positive impact now more high. The fact they go they change the narratives, so and then the struggle of the opposition, and you for go walk through few street, or around the I go say walk through the streets.
I say
around the roundabout.
When people and they say, oh, President Bill with the skin with the
not roundabout because vehicle and they police and they around for going inside Motukana around shake to the well again it's good. It shows that the president they make some moves and I think we want for like say thank you for and but let go somewhere else, not go to meet now me place at 91. So let go do town or let me say people and shaking on, or go my broker, see the trunk call the people them. That would be an interesting discussion also because so much issues and they happen all over the country. And like do an free trial also. If you want to do a free one with the media, not to that cocktail, I no more can go talk. Let's do back one by with the media, ask hard questions, one to one.
Alright. Well, we get for discuss Makeni proper one, what happened, the outcome of yesterday's town hall, but let's just go straight into the conversation. Now the studio this morning we get Alfio, an Italian businessman, we say he do business with Admire Bio and Dowsy Jallo, and at the end of the day, waiting upon the case may end up at the criminal investigation department. Alfio been go make a complaint to the police, then be arrested Admire Bio for some days. suspend a CID allegedly because we don't try for reach out to the police, but the police seem not for one for talk it on this issue because they are not picking up calls, they are not responding to text messages. So the businessman, they out there, they ask for justice. So today we can talk to Alfio. Good morning, Alfio.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
It's good.
All right. Like we tell you now, we get the interpreter with we in the studio, but for security reasons, we not go show in face, but we go hear from him. So they ask the questions to Alfio, then Alfio go respond in Italian, then the interpreter go tell you exactly what in be happen, so the public will get a clear understanding what in be happen. So we start with the conversation as to tell you get Alfio way na the Italian businessman. So Alfio, how you been come about for meet with Adma Bio any husband?
Allora, la storia è questa. Noi abbiamo... Devo cominciare su una cosa che mi sono dimenticato alla radio. No, che mi sono dimenticato. Il tempo era breve, mi hanno detto. Il console italiano, che è quello che ci doveva proteggere, il signor Renato Calisto, è quello che ci doveva indirizzare la strada giusta, ed è quello che noi abbiamo sempre rispettato, è quello che ci voleva ingannare, ci è riuscito. Con la ditta ci ha preso i soldi, con il Nationality Card, quella per gli stranieri, ci ha preso altri soldi quando io ho scoperto che costa poco tutto questo. Lui ci ha ingannato e in più ci voleva ingannare insieme ad Abu Abu sulla miniera, volevano prenderci i soldi. Lì non ce l'hanno fatta. La storia di Arma Bio è questa qua. Noi quando... Sì, ok.
So within Alfio the drive was say this now something we been get chance for talk the last time we go on radio because the time been short. Then the fact say the Italian consulate we now him supposed for protect them as Italians and when they come here for do business. Now him right from the start we defend we for defraud them. They say and USA it starts now for this ID card where then they issue to foreigners them. So later on they get for find out say it costs minimum amount. And the Italian consul tell them say each card cost about 500 euro for the ID card there. They say so now from there it starts. Then later on, they get for introduce them to Abu Abu, tell them say somebody, influential somebody, we go able handle them and do everything we then can for do without problem. They say so he want start there before he come to admire Bio, how he come about for meet with them.
So how you meet with Abu Abu, now former resident minister?
Adesso no, ce l'ha presentato, signor Renato Calisto, ci è stato presentato Abu Abu come un forte ministro, un potente ministro, che lui era qua per fare affari, per farci fare affari, per proteggerci, tutto questo. Poi abbiamo scoperto che non era più un ministro.
So he come for meet with Abu Abu through the Italian consul, this Renato Calesi. We present Abu Abu as that kind powerful figure. We go able to protect them, give them protection, and work with them and make sure say everything they can for do them well without any problem. Now only later on they find out say even in the Abu Abu not to be no longer a minister. Se now only later then discovered and
Ma noi l'abbiamo aiutato. Il mio amico che è adesso in ospedale. Aiutiamo, gli abbiamo prestato $10.000 e in più gli abbiamo dato dei soldi perché ha detto che ci aiutava per recuperare i soldi di Arma Bio.
Okay. And they also help greatly. Say they even lend them 10,000 euro They even get $2,000, $10,000, and even two of them picking them host them with in friend with all two come.
They lent the dollar, the $10,000.
Esatto.
Abu Abu. Se then lend this $10,000.
È stato Renato Calisto a dirci se volete glieli prestati, noi glieli abbiamo prestati. Lui ce li doveva ritornare a settembre, agosto dell'altro anno. Il 1° di agosto gliel'ho dato, dentro la laguna. Ce li doveva ritornare a settembre, non si è fatto più sentire dopo la storia di Armabio che ha detto che ci aiutava, gli abbiamo dato soldi anche su quel fatto lì, che ha detto che ci aiutava a risolvere il problema, a farci recuperare i soldi di Armabio, invece non ci ha aiutato per niente, anzi si è allontanato, non mi ha più risposto al telefono.
So the Italian consul na him tell them for lend Abu this money, we then give him $10,000. That have been the 1st of August. We for be return and back by September.
2025.
Then they lend the money and if we be return and by September, return the money. The help even after with this thing don't happen with Admire BO, he promised for help them for recover the money. And then he disappear from them, they don't ever see her again, even when they call him, they don't able to reach him. He just spend the money, not even repay him again as he promised.
Io ho le foto, i video che sono stato nella sua miniera a Bo. Nel mio telefono.
See now in phone he gets pictures, he gets video evidence of even the time we then go na Abu in mines where he claims say he gets beside then the mine gold. So he gets all the evidence then in phone.
So after you don't meet with Abu, we introduce you to Admire Bio.
Okay.
Waiting to be the transaction we go on between you and Admire Bio.
Allora Abu è arrivato quella notte in soccorso a noi quando ci avevano bloccato queste persone di Armabio, quando era successo il fatto su quella strada lì, è venuto in soccorso a noi tramite il console Renato Calisto, è venuto ad aiutarci. Siamo andati dentro una caserma di polizia e grida, Armabio diceva che non era stata lei, ma io ero uscito da casa sua col pacco dell'oro. È venuto in soccorso a noi. Noi stavamo nell'appartamento del libanese. È venuto in soccorso a noi. Alla fine io ho capito che lui veniva solo per prenderci dei soldi, ma non risolveva niente. Perché quando siamo andati più di una volta in polizia non ci hanno mai aiutato.
No, prima devi parlare come hai incontrato Armabio.
Allora,
la prima volta
tramite il libanese. Tramite il libanese della Lagunda ci ha presentato Dawsin e Armabio, un altro ragazzo che si chiama Slim, che è con loro, insieme a loro. Questi due ragazzi qua che poi ci hanno portato, la prima volta ci ha portato lui direttamente a casa di loro, il libanese, ci ha portato a casa di loro e ci ha fatto vedere l'oro, che quell'oro lì era in polvere e in pietre, quello che ci ha fatto vedere sul sacco. Poi i video che mi ha mandato, che io ho mostrato, sono di lingotti e tutto quanto. E da lì è iniziato.
So what did they try for say? It gets for meet with Admire Bio and a husband, Dawsi, through this manager na Lagunda, when a Lebanese, when Abu introduced to them. So through this Lebanese now take them now, go na Admire Bio house. And go there, Admire Bio, show them gold with them they get there at the time, but it didn't powder form. And this gold bar, so they show them. Then from there, now this whole story begin. But the connection are from Abu to the manager and Lagunda, we take them to Admire Bio.
Lui è venuto in aiuto a noi. quella notte Abu Abu, tramite Renato Calisto, il console, è venuto in aiuto a noi dentro quella caserma di polizia. Perché io mi ricordo un particolare. Lei aveva preso dei soldi e li aveva dati a una poliziotta. Io non capivo bene, qualche parola la capisco adesso di Crio, prima non capivo niente. Ho capito solo il gesto che gli ha dato dei soldi e la poliziotta gliela sbattuti. Forse perché ci volevano arrestare, non lo so questo. Però Abu Abu è venuto perché non ci arrestassero. Questa è la verità ed è giusto dirla. Che poi dopo con Abu Abu, l'ho raccontato prima, e da quel momento in poi, da quando siamo arrivati a casa di Almabio, da lì è iniziato il, come si dice, l'affare, no? Quanti soldi avete, cosa volete investire? Noi abbiamo detto possiamo investire questo, così guadagna qualcosa anche il libanese, questo signor Woody. Il mio amico che adesso è in ospedale gli ha detto ti facciamo guadagnare anche a te, la ditta ce l'abbiamo. E invece poi ci hanno dato una licenza falsa, che quei soldi, signor Mister Giallo della polizia, a novembre ce l'ha, ottobre-novembre ce l'ha restituiti, $15.000. Ce l'ha restituiti, questi sono i soldi della licenza, ve li restituisco, la signora vi dà questi soldi.
Okay. So when they're gonna Armabio in Us, sit down, then start for talk, and get for ask them, waiting and come for do, they explain, say, waiting at the amount of money we then get for invest in this gold business, and this in other party, we presently in the hospital, then get for tell them, waiting at the amount of money we then open for invest in this deal. We go make, say, even this Lebanese man, we introduce them to them, instead go get way for Anne out of that business because then get the company, and also Abu Abu and all the other people then will get through and say we will earn from this same business. I said also you Anne mentioned, say, after they attack them, they say Abu Abu will come to the rescue, saying that him been come and even prevent for letting police not arrest them. You see, because police been ready for arrest them that moment they say, but Abu Abu step in together with the Italian consul for prevent that. They say at that time, you know, they really understand anything in Creole. But from waiting, he don't learn now all this time we don't there. Say I have been pull money for give to the police lady. We been there, they not be know for which reason we he be angry and the money say, but the police be knock the money in their hand. So I don't know if you have been bribed, you unbribed and for let no arrest them or anything. They say, but Abu been step in and talk to the police for let arrest them that moment day.
So when they be ask how much money involved, where you want for invest in this business, at which stage of the conversation we wanna reach where they ask how much money involved and how much money you been telling say you get for invest in the business?
Ok, allora sono $15.000 della licenza che abbiamo pagato la Lagunda e c'ho la foto che lo dimostra. Il 15 agosto ci hanno attaccato, il 15 agosto ci hanno attaccato quella notte. C'ho il coso della banca io, l'estratto conto, statement della banca, $100.000 la prima volta in cash. Un manager, siamo andati in banca, io, Armabio e il mio amico Pippo, siamo andati in banca da questo manager con la fattura di questi 3 kg di oro. Siamo andati in banca, sì, volete investire nell'oro con questa signora? Sì, che si conoscevano. Io ho notato che si conoscevano. Sì, allora adesso ti prepariamo $100.000. Il giorno stesso che è venuta lei ci ha preparato $100.000. Ci sono le date che lo dicono, non mi ricordo se il 12, il 14 o il 12, il 13 di agosto dell'altro anno. La prima tranche di $100.000 gliel'abbiamo portata a casa sua in cash, e la seconda tranche di $110.000. La licenza $15.000, a parte che ce l'ha restituita il signor Mr. Giallo che si è.
So the money conversation, now immediately when they go see them na the house, after them pleasantries, the question where they ask them now how much money they get for invest in this gold business. They get for tell them say they get up to $210,000. They say so the first time they go to bank for go withdraw this money. I say because
now the withdrawal slip this or now the bank transfer slip because it's sent to with this bank transfer.
Esatto.
Now the bank transfer.
No, cash.
The withdrawal.
Cash.
And the withdrawal. This is the first withdrawal. But first way they been go, the bank manager been refused for give them the money because he say want proof of investment. So that they be make them return and come back together with Admire.
So now they Admire gonna bank.
Gonna bank, yes.
No, Admire è venuta una volta sola.
Now that the first time.
La seconda volta siamo andati io e mia amica abbiamo preso i soldi.
The first time. So when they go to Admire, the bank manager get no sabi Admire, so that will make the thing easy for them to withdraw the first amount when have been $100,000. So they withdraw this money and hand that over to Admire. Then a few days, then go back and withdraw another $110,000. So that's ending another 2 AM party now then go to bank and withdraw this cash and also hand over we make a total of $210,000.
So now 2 installments and get the $210,000.
Yes.
The first one I and then put inside the bank.
Yes.
No, li ho trasferiti dall'Europa quei soldi.
No, ma quando l'hai prelevato qua in cash.
Me l'ha dato in cash in due giorni o 3 giorni, c'è scritto. E gliel'ho portati. Giorno 15, la sera, doveva andare questo manager della Lagunda a ritirare loro a casa sua. Eravamo dentro la Lagunda. Guarda, non posso andare io, andateci voi. Avete l'autista che ci aveva dato lui, che pagavamo. Andateci voi, va bene, siamo andati noi fino a casa sua col buio e c'era lei e questo Dawes lì, adesso io forse mi confondo con i nomi, comunque c'era questo qua perché erano in 3 sempre e c'era quello magro, il marito di lei e lei, e ci dà il pacchetto, mi raccomando non lo aprire che questo vai a Dubai col libanese. Al libanese non gli davano il visto, mi ha detto, non capivo perché. E andate lì, vi do il mio cliente, così diventate i miei clienti e così si lavora assieme. Va bene. Qua c'è la licenza per il passaggio dell'aeroporto, per essere onesti, dentro l'envelope. Abbiamo ritirato tutto, abbiamo fatto 1,5 chilometri, 2 chilometri massimo, da casa sua a Godrich, prima dell'ospedale emergency. Venendo a casa sua, prima dell'ospedale emergency, a sinistra, entri in una via lunga buia e là ci aspettavano. Ci hanno fatto l'agguato, ci hanno tolto tutto. Dentro lo zaino c'erano soldi euro, soldi leoni, c'erano anche dei dollari, io ci ho scritto tutto. Volevano anche prenderci il passaporto, il mio amico non gliel'ha dati perché non era polizia. Io mi sono accorto che non era polizia. Gliel'ho detto all'autista, non ti fermare, non è polizia, non aprire il coso, qualcuno ci ha venduto, chi si poteva venderci, arrivavamo da casa di lei. Il libanese in quel momento mi chiama e mi dice, ma dove sei? Vieni qua al ristorante o vai a casa? No, vado a casa, sono stanco. Era la sera col buio e ci hanno bloccato, ci hanno preso tutto.
So after we let me know give this money, then we get word from
15 agosto.
On the 15th of August.
Last year.
Sì.
Yes. We therefore go collect this gold. So they be supposed to go with this Lebanese, when the manager at Lagunda, But the day when they're supposed to go, he say he not go able to go. Say so he give them a motor car with a driver. We now them be they pay this driver. Say let he go with them for go collect this gold where they don't pay for. Say then drive something like 2 kilometers. Say because she reach now God reach. You get sorry the tongue go inside or go na admire a house. Say then go give them this parcel. We say that the gold dey inside the hotel and say they not open them. Say because down there they don't seal them everything, they go na Dubai. Say so they not for open them. So then collect this parcel and on the way for return, this driver go pass with them na a road we very dark, we light no day, where you get people that already where they wait for them. Say so when they reach there, the driver then he tell the driver say let you not stop. He say because from waiting they see not to police, so why they for stop them? I said but the driver stop as if now arrangement with them you already don't get. So when they stop, the people then come and attack them, collect everything from them. The bag usai, them and get money, then get dollars, and the euro, and even leons. Collect everything with the parcel. Usai and say now they gold bin, they collect everything. They may even want collect them passports. Say but in party no agree. Say they no give them.
You see the people like sabi them face them.
Conosci le persone che.
Mi ricordo di una donna, l'unica donna che c'era era bionda, con i capelli lunghi, forte, ma nessuno aveva l'uniforme, non aveva niente di polizia.
I said that only one lady able to see, but you know Sabian, but in physical feature, strong somebody with long hair. Say, but the other one they not able to recognize them or even see them. Say because the place been dark, not be able to see them.
So now after that, he go report to the police.
No, c'è un particolare che io l'altro giorno dall'emozione non l'ho detto. Siamo andati, da lì sono 200-300 metri alla casa dell'appartamento che è un mini hotel quello. Siamo andati nella casa dell'appartamento del libanese. Noi, io, la moglie del libanese, mio amico, Armapio, Dausi Slim, che è quello è il libanese. Mi ricordo queste parole qua. Non vi preoccupate, lei, che io vi aiuto. Piano piano vi do a Slim con voi un po' di ore alla volta e vi faccio recuperare i soldi che avete perso adesso. Ma dentro di me dopo, no? Col mio amico. Perché questa qua ci vuole aiutare con loro? Perché sta dicendo questo? Se non è stata lei, le dice che non è stata lei. Perché sta dicendo questo? Che ci dà un po' di ore alla volta, che noi non avevamo detto, noi abbiamo finito i soldi, non ne abbiamo. Noi vi do un po' di ore alla volta, vi mando a lui con la licenza, andate a Dubai così piano piano recuperate i vostri soldi. E la notte stessa, prima che arrivasse a Abu, mi ricordo questo particolare.
Okay. So this very important point with the last time you not being able to say because of the emotions that will be involved. Say after we don't attack them. Say them in gonna one motel where they close by. That's after we don't inform.
When they don't take the packets,
they don't take everything at the hand. This manager and Laguna been come around and even admire. So they all with Dowsy, they been go to one room, silence sit down for talk. They explain all what happened. Say he remember waiting admire say at the time, even though he deny say not aware, I don't get any idea of what happened, but he tell them say they not worry. He go able help them. They say he go they give them the gold, small. Say when they don't get this export license for the gold, they go they give them small with this Lebanese, then will go to Dubai and go sell, so that they go able to recover this money where they don't thief from them. We say, but he didn't think within himself that say, if you say you're not involved in this robbery, you don't know nothing but why you they say you go help we for we get we money back, you go they give you this gold small, so till we recover this money we don't lose. They say the last time we been forget to mention this part.
E poi siamo andati nella caserma, quello che è successo l'ho già raccontato, perché siamo andati nella caserma, poi è venuta Abu e in quel caso lì ci ha evitato l'arresto perché io ho capito che lei ci voleva arrestare. E siamo tornati a casa e poi da lì ci siamo spostati perché ci è stato detto di spostarci da quel posto lì dove eravamo, quelli nel libanese, ci siamo spostati e siamo ancora a cercare aiuto perché ancora nessuno ci ha aiutato. Il mio amico è in ospedale, gli è stato tolto un rene perché non sta bene di salute, però fino adesso io non ho avuto nessuno che mi ha chiamato in soccorso, in aiuto di questa storia, perché io ho detto che noi siamo venuti qua per investire, per rispettare questo. Abbiamo fino a domani, dopodomani, tra un anno rispetteremo questo popolo. È un bel paese, l'abbiamo girato tutto, siamo stati a Kabbalah, siamo stati a Kono, siamo stati a Makeni, nei villaggi, l'abbiamo girato tutto per conoscere il paese, per conoscere la popolazione, no? Male non l'abbiamo fatto a nessuno, non siamo venuti qua con cattiveria, siamo venuti qua a portare droga, non siamo venuti a fare niente di questo, siamo venuti a fare del bene, anche per noi stessi e per questa gente qua, per le persone, che ci sono persone meravigliose che ci rispettano e ci vogliono bene, ma quando si tratta di un aiuto del genere, nessuno.
So after this meeting with them been get, immediately after we them don't rob them, say them in go now police for go make reports. Say from there we all know within happen afterwards. Say but Abu being calm now police and meet them, we been help them. Say because from what them you understand is of like them you even want arrest them on top of the thief where they don't thief them back. They say but Abu being calm and prevent that. He advised them for let them left this outside and Minge, na Lagunda, and find another place outside them go there. They say, but from where they make these reports, they don't get any help from nobody. They say they don't come, and from where they come na saloon, they don't work out, they don't go Kabbalah, they don't go Kono, go Makeni, go na even the small village them. They say they lack the country, they lack the people them because the people are accommodating. They say they come here not to for can do bad. They not come here for can traffic, drug, or anything like that. They come for can invest for themselves, but also for the country, for help the people them because the investment and they will create job and create opportunity for other people them. They say, but people them nice. They say, but we come to this case, they say nobody know they were willing for help them for let them get justice by waiting happen
So then be aware now, say the 10 way at CID invite Adma, the 10 take his statement, the investigation, the gone. Then be aware say they don't grant and bail.
L'ultima volta, perché siamo andati varie volte. Poi devo raccontare un fatto che l'altro giorno non ho avuto il tempo di raccontare. L'ultima volta, siamo andati tante volte in polizia, ma non ci è mai stato detto. Ci è stato detto stiamo investigando. Gli abbiamo portato tutte le prove in mano, non ci hanno mai considerato. Fino all'ultimo, andate in tribunale. Ma ci sono tutte le prove, cosa andiamo a fare in tribunale? Aspettare 3 anni un processo? Ci faccia restituire i soldi? Niente. Porte chiuse, in poche parole.
Say they don't go to police several times, but always not the same answer that they get from the police. Say that they investigate all the time. Now this answer that they get until recently, we then tell them say if they want they can go to court. Say but in the look at go to court for good waiting. They don't present all the evidences to police. Police supposed to help them for recover this money. Now police they tell them for let them go to court for go spend 2-3 years for this thing. With all the evidence is done there, they don't present them to police. They say so they don't know what else again they for do.
C'è un fatto che devo raccontare. A dicembre, penso l'8 dicembre o il 6 dicembre dell'altro anno, io avevo quel conto lì alla Rocker Commercial Bank, no? E andiamo per prelevare i nostri soldi. Avevamo sul conto, ce l'ho io, avevamo 63.000 euro, 64.000. Il conto era bloccato. Dopo 2 giorni vado in ufficio e mi riceve il signor Mr. Scillo, manager della Rocker Commercial Bank, sotto. È un altro manager questo. Mi fa vedere dei documenti per un trasferimento di soldi. Avevo trasferito dal mio conto online del telefonino 7.500 euro su quel conto della ditta Alfip Limited. Mi fa vedere un documento falso e mi dice Lamin Alfi Limited, questi soldi non ci sono, il tuo conto è stato bloccato per questo motivo. A posto di proteggermi tu mi blocchi il conto corrente. Aspetta. Poi ho scoperto che è stato il console italiano a fare questa azione, perché mi volevano rubare i soldi. Ti dico perché. Insieme alla VAV. Perché poi il conto corrente me l'hanno aperto dopo 40 giorni, grazie alla mia ex ragazza che mi ha aiutato su questo, mi ha supportato. Sono andato all'ufficio del Mr. Ben Caffa dell'Anticorruption e mi ha aiutato ad aprire il conto corrente, a prendere i soldi e mi hanno chiuso il conto corrente. Dopo 40 giorni a gennaio. Con un documento falso non me l'hanno dato. La Mina Alfi Limited, questo non è il suo, questi soldi non mi volevano, mi hanno bloccato il conto. Il console è responsabile di questo perché il console sapeva questo. Lui mi ha fatto bloccare il conto, voleva rubarci i soldi. Il console, io qua c'ho tante di quelle prove che il console è un truffaldino, a noi non ci ha mai protetto, mai, ci ha chiesto anche soldi, 20.000 euro non gliel'abbiamo voluti dare perché avevamo capito che persona era. Il console italiano è responsabile di noi qua, lui non protegge nessuno, gli italiani non li protegge, li truffa, glielo devi dire.
Another thing again we want for states we been say last year December he say go na local commercial bank for go withdraw money na in account we get with them. He say been get something like 64,000 euro na that account there. I say where he go, this manager na local commercial bank, Mr. Shilon, tell him say not go able to withdraw this money, say because the bank don't block the account there.
Waiting at the reason we didn't get.
Yeah, na that they come to. I say he go pull a false document. I say because at one time he been try for do bank transfer through in phone of 7,000 euro. I say this Mr. Shilon go pull a false document show to him say he been try for transfer Lamin Alfin Limited when a company say he try for do a bank transfer where he not get sufficient money for do that transaction. They say so now then they make them blocking account. I say but he been get over $60,000 in that account there. I say euro. I say so the Italian consul I say na in connive with this bank manager for let them block this account so them will get chance for thief that money.
Then you console.
Yes.
You get evidence for sure say na den connive?
Lui mi ha detto a me cosa è successo col console, il manager. Cosa è successo col console? Niente, gli ho detto. Non ho voluto dirgli il console che persona è. perché volevo che mi tornavano i soldi indietro. Avevo paura che mi rubavano i soldi, perché ho scoperto poi che Abu Abu era cognato di questo membro. Non sapevo. Chi ci ha portato in quella banca è stato Renato Calisto. Lui ci ha fatto aprire il conto.
I say this Italian consul, now he make them open this account now Rotel Commercial Bank. They say when this bank manager tell them say they don't block this account. They say the question the bank manager later on ask them. They say whose problem we then get with the Italian consul. They say they don't understand why the bank will ask them then kind of question, and they say because at the time they not be one talk waiting that the bad things they don't discover. Say this consul they do. We say because now responsibility for protect then the Italians and when they come now Africa and do business. They say but this man not do anything for help them. Instead from day one they be always defend way for defraud them of the money where they have it. Say from day one.
They don't make reports to their own government back in Italy, because if then they allege, say, the post we supposed for protect the Naya involved in all of this.
Ad Abidjan io ho denunciato il console, gli ho mandato i documenti di quello che c'è successo, e l'ho fatto a Roma, devo farlo alla Farnesina, al ministro Tajani, devo gli scriverò in questi giorni e gli dirò del console di come si è comportato con noi italiani in questo posto.
Say already don't make these reports to the ambassador on Ivory Coast, now Abidjan, so they're gonna do the Italian ambassador there. Don't report, don't provide all the evidences there. Say and also again for making reports and then these few days now Rome to the minister and foreign minister in Rome for tell them, explain to them all waiting then pass with this Italian consul
e la sua risposta è che noi siamo due criminali. La sua risposta è che noi siamo due criminali. Me lo dovrebbe dimostrare in questo paese se noi siamo due criminali. O siamo diversamente.
They say the word we then get from this Italian consul is tell them say the in party them two are criminals them. And then he will get for present the evidence where he gets for alter that statement. They say them two are criminal, which it's not the criminal activity where they don't partake from since they don't come now.
Io dopo che ho scoperto la realtà di quella licenza della signora Armabio che non era falsa, dopo ho dimostrato intanto per noi stessi che siamo regolari. Siamo andati all'ufficio del governo dei minerali, abbiamo fatto la licenza dell'oro, anche se non ci serve. A noi abbiamo speso $25.000, più o meno, perché ci sono anche i leoni, devi pagare le tasse, varie tasse devi pagare per questo. Ma non è che ci serve, però l'abbiamo fatta, per dire questa è la licenza vera. Io ce l'ho, l'altro ieri l'ho data alla radio, la do anche qua, perché ce l'abbiamo la licenza. Ci scade a novembre. Noi l'abbiamo fatta perché abbiamo capito come bisognava fare. Il consiglio italiano ci chiedeva $100.000 per fare una licenza.
I say for demonstrate, say then come for do business now in the legal way. They say at the beginning, at maybe you been tell them say now $15,000 for this mining export license, where they get to them instead now fake license can't get to them. When they discover say now the license fake, after they may not make this report now CID, they may get for return that $15,000 they back to them. They say now then go in person at the Ministry of Mines, or go try for get the license on their own. Say they spend about $25,000 for do that, and they including all the various tax system where they need for pay. Say them do all that, and they say even though they not need that license, they say but they do just for demonstrate, say they come for do business the right way and the legal way. say the last thing then provide that license then at the other radio station. He say if una self want, he get some we go give una self see am. He say but the Italian consult been telling say forget that license then €100,000. Now in they supposed to give him so that he go procure that license there for them.
So at this point, also you go say the case we go report na CID.
Io chiedo di essere aiutato, perché il mio amico è in ospedale, non sta bene. Io chiedo questa volta di aiutarmi. I fatti sono reali. Racconto sempre le stesse cose, perché quelle che ho vissuto io non me ne racconta nessuno. Perché quando una cosa viene raccontata da qualcuno non è mai vera per me. I fatti sono quelli che si vivono nella vita. Io l'ho vissuti. Dall'altro anno adesso non ho avuto aiuto, non abbiamo avuto niente. Nessuno ci aiuta.
So all waiting they ask for help. Say because since this thing happened from last year to now, they not receive help from nobody. Not the police, they don't go na different various people them way influential people they feel say go able to help them for get justice, say but they not get help from nobody. Now in party where them two been calm no well, presently they in a hospital, they don't lost one of in kidney because of malaria we can't get here, we go back. Go affecting kidney, we then get for remove one of in kidney. Say this na a real something, all the facts them they na something we live, not to like say na something we somebody can explain to them. So because facts na that one we yourself aware of, when you live them, you go through them, say get all them proofs then they say but nobody know they were willing for render a helpful hand to them for letting them go get justice.
How about the police when they investigate the case? Because the police say they still investigate.
Fino adesso non mi hanno detto niente, non hanno fatto niente, non mi hanno mai chiamato a me, non mi hanno mai fatto una telefonata per dire vieni c'è questa novità, vieni c'è questo, vieni c'è questo. Io sono andato da loro e non ho mai ricevuto niente.
So the police not ever help, not ever do anything. Say since they make that report, police not ever call them, even on a phone, for tell them say this now the new development, so we don't get this new evidence or this new thing don't come up for ask question, nothing. Always now them they go now the police for go ask how far this case don't go. Always then they tell them say then they on investigation.
L'unica volta che siamo stati chiamati è stato ottobre-novembre dell'altro anno che il signor Mr. Giallo ci ha restituito $15,000, questi sono i soldi della licenza di arma viva. Ce l'ha restituito.
So the only time police don't call them now October of last year.
October or November?
October or November, I don't know exactly. Mr.
So
Jallo.
even the time where Adma Bidi that in custody, they do investigation, they not call them for the own side of the story. They not take statements from Mona.
No. So now only last year then called them we this Mr. Jallo go return the $15,000 for that fake license we Admire been give them. So now the only time now the way police call them. Since then they never get anything from the police.
So as it is now, you still there or you plan for left for go back?
Questi sono separati questi soldi qua perché li abbiamo dati dentro la laguna a Slim, a Dawson, che c'ho la foto. Questi dollari qua li abbiamo dati separati dai soldi dei 3 kg d'oro.
La domanda che chiede è cos'è la tua intenzione? Rimani qua ancora o devi ritornare?
Sì, io rimango qua, noi vogliamo rimanere qua. Adesso il mio amico non sta bene, si vuole riprendere, mi inizia a chiamare, videochiamate. Voglio venire, il clima è bello, mi manca Tokyo Beach, mi manca questo, mi manca il pesce, mi manca questo, mi manca quello. Riprenditi e poi vieni perché sta facendo la dialisi.
Okay.
Vieni a prendere, quando sto meglio lo vado a prendere e lo porto di nuovo. Perché l'intenzione è rimanere qua. Con i soldi nostri. Io chiedo i soldi nostri, non chiedo i soldi di nessuno, mai chiesto niente a nessuno. Mai.
We say them the intention for stay here, say because they like the place. Say even in Paddy we know well we presently they undertake dialysis. They say now I don't begin to recover small, they call them, even video calls. They tell them, say, miss Tokyo Beach, he miss fish and all them, say, I want come back. So they tell them, say, let just patient, let recover fully. We recover and go back and go take them, let them come and say, but the intention are for Romania, with them your money. They say they not they ask anything else from anybody, but then they will recover this the money, when are the legitimate money, when they work for, that just down there then they ask for.
With all this they happen, they feel safe for them at the country.
Io in questa situazione adesso ho incontrato belle persone e quindi mi danno conforto, mi stanno vicino, mi aiutano, mi stanno, essendo solo, io sono da solo. L'intenzione mia, l'ho detto, lo ribadisco, di tornarci i soldi indietro a queste persone che ci hanno truffato, perché noi abbiamo onore e dignità. Come persone italiane abbiamo onore e dignità. Io per l'onore del mio amico che è in ospedale vogliamo rimanere qua perché il paese è bello e c'è tanta gente bella. Non è vero che non sono tutti truffaldini o criminali, non è vero, c'è tanta gente onesta, c'è tanta gente sana di mente. Noi vogliamo rimanere qua, però abbiamo bisogno dei nostri soldi per rimanere qua. Devo andare a chiedere un prestito in banca quando ho i miei soldi.
It's the security side of this whole thing. Then I'm back of in mind, but in still willing and the intention of for remain I say because this is a wonderful country. Say all during all this saga, say I don't meet with nice and good people. They say not to say everybody na salon, na fraudster, na crook or waiting. They say very honest and nice people, and they say no, even during this thing they don't meet with these kind of people, and they show the intention now for remain with the new money if they able to recover. I say because without that money they not be able to remain here, but the intention now for remain if they able to cover this money.
Abbiamo rinnovato adesso i nuovi permessi di soggiorno, $700 a testa che valgono un anno. Adesso, quando siamo partiti per l'Europa una settimana, che poi il mio amico si è ammalato, abbiamo rinnovato i nuovi permessi di soggiorno che valgono $700 a testa un anno. Quindi l'abbiamo fatto perché vogliamo rimanere qua.
I said just don't renew the stay permit. We valid for 1 year, say at the cost of €700 each. $700 each. Say then just don't renew them. Say because they intend for stay.
The money in our local bank, they don't still block the account.
40 days. Less more 40 days block the account. December to January.
Said we eventually release some after we go anti-corruption and go talk with Ben Kaifala. We'll be able to make them release that fund. They say, but now after 40 days, because from December and only towards the end of January, they'll be able.
Devo dire grazie a lui. Ha lottato e ci ha fatto riaprire il conto perché hanno voluto tutti i documenti dall'Europa, i trasferimenti dei soldi da dove arrivavano questi soldi. Abbiamo dimostrato che i soldi erano onesti, puliti. Non siamo venuti qua per pulire soldi noi. I soldi erano puliti, se no dall'Europa non ce li facevano neanche portare qua. Abbiamo dato tutti i documenti, nonostante avevamo fornito tutti i documenti, a dicembre non ci volevano aprire il conto corrente. Tramite Mr. Beccafa, che devo ringraziare con tutto il cuore, lui ha lottato e ci hanno aperto il conto, ci hanno fatto ritirare tutti i soldi e poi ci hanno chiuso il conto corrente.
Therefore, say a big thank you to Ben Carfala. I say because now he help them, now he stand for make them able to recover their accounts they back. So even though they may get calls for bring all necessary documents, bank transfers from Europe for proof say that money they not clean money. it come from a clean source, say for demonstrate, say yes, that money they na the money. They say Ben Kalfala na stand and make sure say they able release the money. So when they release, or you open the account, they ask them for withdraw all the money from the accounts, then they close the accounts then.
All right, Salfio, this na just the start of this case. We go continue for follow up, especially with the names and institution where is say involved this morning. Since we don't get contact with you now, we'll continue for follow up and see how this case go. Hopefully, we'll still make calls to the police, because from where Adma Bidena they in custody, we don't place several calls, but up till now the police not able for answer with many times. We join with this morning for let people understand exactly, and also to the interpreter will be able for come assist, because Alfio know they speak better English way for make una understand the real story. So now make could decide for get an interpreter for explain exactly what in transpire between Alfio and Impadiwe is say don't return back na Italy because he been sick, and we go back na Italy, then go pull one part in kidney them because they say he contact malaria where he there. So well, Alfio say they attack them, take everything at the hand, even the account and be block and for he believes say he come for can do genuine business na salon, although allegedly Adma been take $15,000 na in hand for export license. You know, again the fake one is still going to the Ministry of Mines. He pay about $25,000. He acquire the right license, na document and dandy and evidence the way Alfio give to Liberty TV for sure say he gets all a license them. We will continue for follow up on this story, because this na story will interest the public. We will try for reach out to the other bodies, them and the people the way it don't mention. Quickly, we can go to other issue. We can look at campaign for good governance, 30 years of advocacy for good governance and democracy. Who side they now? Now that we can discuss now the next segment. We'll take the short break. We'll come go talk to campaign for good governance.
For the news with the around, log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Staff them everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi, yeah, hey. Our voices come. Hi, yeah, hey. Credibility, now we ability. News, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get power. He count on me, he count on me anyhow. Give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get power. Count on me anyhow. Liberty we ride like a nigga we fly. Liberty TV there before. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi, yeah, voices down. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get power. He count on me, he count on me anyhow. Give the news, give the view, the tell you want some. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get power. He count on me, count on me anyhow. Speak free and fearless, inclusive journalism. Speak free and fearless, inclusive journalism. Log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Staff them everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Voices come. Credibility, now we ability. News, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, God picking, there's a get the power. He count on here, he count.
All right, welcome back. We don't come out from Italy, who can on a salon. From fraud, who come to governance. Now, this country, of course, you don't follow advocacy in a salon. You know, say campaign for good governance. And one part the leading institution in this country, we don't advocate for good governance and democracy. One of the institutions that we take this country from war and able to tell you, say, if we embrace peace and democracy. But I don't like over the years for that on the into operation. Many people don't come, they don't go. Some of them don't even in a government. Some of them are like the vice president, I can expose. But we not get the power for say all that this morning. So by the way, not much but campaign for good governance. They are with you this morning, Bernadette French, and I director of programs na campaign for good governance. They with you this morning. A very good morning to you, ma.
Good morning.
And happy anniversary, Tona.
Thank you so much.
30 years of existence. What you be able to tell Sierra Leonean about campaign for good governance for all these 30 years?
Fambulona, good morning. Sierra Leoneans, them, good morning. And I want to say, you know, the celebration now we all get them. Because campaign for good governance now citizens architecture. It was born out of the desire for make sure say we get a governance system we go carry citizens them along and citizens them go get a voice, you know, in demanding accountability and contributing to the things them we go bring development in Sierra Leone. And so you know, today is a very, very, you know, fulfilling day for we. It's an amazing feeling for don't be part, you know, of a constituency where they uphold democracy for the last 30 years. And, you know, when Campaign for Good Governance was established, it be established at a time where, you know, one of the most unpleasant histories, the history there was Sierra Leoneans, they no one for even remember. And it was coming from this ideology that, you know, even though democracy not perfect anywhere in the world, but the principles and the elements them where democracy espouse, the principles of accountability, transparency, consensus building, dialogue, peaceful transfer of power, among many, you know, we as an organization, we resonate with that reality because we know say na denting and then are the building blocks of good governance. And if we follow them, democracy, you know, go deliver in a way where the people them go be involved and it will also bring development and it will elevate the lives of Sierra Leonean. But like how you say, I should say fumble them, even the, you know, the Gen Zs there now, we're not been there at that time, some of them been small. Then go on for no, you know, what in trigger this, you know, the establishment of Campaign for Good Governance. What's in this history? You know, they see this organization. A lot of people, they see Marcella, they admire Marcella. Some of them even want for Bilekam. But, you know, a whole lot of leaders then don't come, you know, over time. Campaign for Good Governance in 1996 being established in the environment, you know, of war. Like I don't talk before. And, but before that, one of the things that we, you know, Sierra Leoneans, they will not be they need for know that not to that same day, the conversation around democracy been don't start. Even before remember when we get the Republican party system, the one party system, during the days of late former President Momo, that conversation of ushering Sierra Leone into democracy we don't start. Then they become caught as a result of the coup d'etat of 1993. And so then they go alongside when the coup happened. Then we know there was the war and all soldiers them in the fight. But then the conversation, we get pro-democrats, then we not let that conversation die. They may still believe that this conversation will don't start, that Sierra Leone forgo to democracy if we remain alive. So now that conversation then inspire, even some of the conversation, they will get some of the slogan, they will get peace, before election before peace. We know the scenario of Bintumani 1, Bintumani 2, and how we end up forget elections. We forced democratic elections in 1996. So now in that kind of environment, and then circumstances, then now 3 pro-democrats them. One, Dr. Zainab Hawa Bangura, one also all know, Dr. Julius Spencer, and Dr. Professor Joseph Opala, who na be an anthropologist at the time. Na been the one the way, they come for connect the Gola people of West Africa, to the South Carolina, and all that conversation around the tracing people that we don't go as a result of the transatlantic slave trade. So now in that end, we get then 3 Democrats here. We come together for establish campaign for good governance, so then launch in 1996.
So now we they start campaign for good governance. What think will be the pointers we go say una really don't walk na the path of strengthening democracy or good governance na salon?
I think we've done a lot. In fact, like you always get one slogan where they can say good footballer not the fit for first. I think in this country, you can't even the young people there today, they're able to go tell you but campaign for good governance. Because why? Over the last 30 years, campaign for good governance don't contribute a lot to most of the policy reforms that we see. I mean, in terms of policy and legislative reforms, I can tell you for sure that even before now, we were very instrumental in negotiating and supporting the pathways to peace in Sierra Leone. Alex and Khadija, it will be interesting for you that Dr. Zainab Bangura and in team at the time, and sure say Maribob Kande of Sierra Leone Market Women. I mean, these women were so bold at the time, and I can tell you for sure they were daring into territories where even Monday not able for go, just for engage with rebels, for bring rebels to the negotiating table. And so even from that, you can say CGG, if we get peace today, there's no way you cannot credit CGG as one of the institutions. Even after that, the transitional justice process system where we see the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, the special court, the institutional reform process system where they even continue for nurture till now, that was because campaign for good governance also invest time, invest knowledge, invest a lot of input into them processes then they way back in the mid to early 2000s and mid 2000s.
All right, so you make mention I don't gonna push so I could bring rebellion together, develop policies, document them way. We probably like the TRC way for we forget lasting peace and practice democracy. Our organization we virtual launch church all chiefdoms to arm them for talk about democracy and peace process in this country. Looking back, salon do the stage all day now. People still they complain about free and fair election. Some of the things they want to be advocates, so a lot of people are not going toward. Some of these things still they happen. We still get a negative piece. As an organization, on our feel say 30 years time for celebrate or not time for go back na the ground and raise more awareness.
I think it's a mixture of both. It's a mixture of where we have come and the inputs that we don't make. And I think one of the things that really we want to celebrate now we contribution to the advancement of women in Sierra Leone. CGG, one of your flagship program now for build women's political participation, and over the last 30 years we have been able to do a lot on that day. I can tell you, say, even as we speak today, the GWI Act where we celebrate so CGG made a lot of contribution for make sure say that act they come to fruition by working with the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs way back, even when it was Ministry of Social Welfare, Gender and Children's Affairs, mobilizing, in fact, CGG9 initiate what we call the Yellow Ribbon Campaign, where Dande for mobilize women across the country, across all spheres, for ensure say we come together, we organize, we build solidarity for make sure say that law day be adopted. And apart from that, I can tell you say it go act for you see an MP, a female MP in a salon will not go through CGG, not in terms of working but with CGG, but in terms of the capacity being built by CGG and the work we don't do with them. I mean, even as we speak, the work we do with female councillors and female parliamentarians, and I mean, just recently, it was in 2023 that we even revive the new map when I'm at the network for ministers and parliamentarians. In fact, now the president in self now him go launch. Apart from that, I think even in terms of institutional growth, institutional building as alone. When CGG was established, I remember back in the days, because I came into CGG in 2004, so I've actually done 22 years na CGG. One of the things that will be to do, even things that the institutions they like ONS, institutions they like even the police, the reform of the police. CGG was very, very instrumental. You know, we even had what we call the military-civilian relations at the time. We were supported by the British government that attended and be open IMAT, and CGG was part and parcel of that, all of that arrangement around the establishment, and even with the support with expertise in the training of military leaders and creating the platform for facilitated dialogue between civilians and the military at the time, because you know, say there was this thing of distrust because of all the Sobel factor and all that things.
So with all this, listen to me question. And I feel proud for celebrate looking at the democratic space. How we do right now?
And I make us say, it's two phase. We're celebrating what we have achieved, but we also understand, and we're also alert and in knowing that there's a lot more that needs to be done.
You know, if it's all now walk over the years and reverse back.
We know that there's a whole lot of democratic decline. That is the reality that we don't get for hide from. There's a whole lot of democratic reversals, and there's a lot that needs to be done in really deepening democracy. One of the reasons why there was an investment in all of some of the immediate post-war initiatives, now for guarantee now for make sure that we get guarantees of non-recurrence. Like with the talk, we theme this year, when we 30 years now, who will be the next president? It was intentional because we realized in Sierra Leone that when we don't watch over time, democracy in Sierra Leone is all about elections. Struggle for power. Now, the only thinking we get with politicians them and with leaders them get in Sierra Leone. We really know they think of really consolidating democracy so that democracy could deliver what people can call the bread and butter issues. So we think who will be the next president with a focus on serious social service issues them. One, we're looking at electricity. We're looking at water. We're looking at education. We say one village, one primary school, at least. And we're also looking at the healthcare service. We say one village, one district, one sober hospital. And we qualify them sober because it's not just having a building. You get 2-3 nurse with the day. You get 2-3 things for check blood pressure and all. We want a hospital where person, no matter the sickness we get, you know go get for candong na free tongue again for can seek health service or begin scratch you for go Ghana or India for get service.
How is that going to be possible? How on a plan for achieve? Because somebody they listen to you now will say these are really ambitious plans, knowing fully well how the political systems then are salon during campaigns you go hear all the beautiful things them, but after campaign implementation can be a problem.
In fact, that make when we launch and when we start the campaign, we say one of the things that we want for awaken the consciousness of Sierra Leoneans. We want for let we become alert to the realities and to the things that we matter. Like I say, democracy is about citizenship. Democracy is about all of us as Sierra Leoneans working towards the goals that we don't set. But there's a leader. I just tell you, we all get a responsibility also, but somebody get for dinner. That make parenting. We get what we call parenting. There has to be someone within the lead when they drive the ship, now they steer the ship. Usai, he get forget, and that person they get forget the right acumen, he get forget the commitment and intentionality about transformational governance for them we able to forget the kind of goals we will work towards. And so what we want for do? We want for really, really engage Sierra Leoneans because honestly, when CGG was established, if you look at we mission, what we mission they say? We mission say we want for increased citizens' participation. It say through capacity building, through awareness raising, through research, which means evidence-based advocacy, for make sure say we get an informed populace we go hold leaders they accountable at the end of the day. So what do we do with this campaign? Now for make sure say we raise the awareness of citizens then. Not for just elect leader, because the leader commot, you commot, or the leader you sabiam, or you want for identify because of ethnic reasons them. We want for less citizens them, elect leaders them from a policy-based perspective.
For the current salon, Mrs. French, when me and you day so today, say people they vote based on tribal lines, based on regional lines, and based on party lines. Also based on the individual incompetencies or based on the individual in programs or ideas within the same party line. So if we want to change that narrative day, how do they go about it?
So they guess, the psychologists them get one word where they can talk, they say learn and unlearn. So one of the things that we want for do, we want for unlearn Sierra Leoneans them for think development, for think transformation. Because at the end of the day, Khadija and Alex, what you gonna market? They know they ask you first, say that paper where you can ask me for so, or whose party you dey, or whose tribe you be, then they go tell you now, say, okay, now 4,000 or 5,000, depending on whose you come out or whose party you dey. The price and the price. When cost of living go up, we all they feel like we fuel go up. Now we feel them. So at the end of the day, we get for able for mix Sierra Leoneans and that one for do for actually reconscientize them, for able for understand say when we the elect people in a social contract, not to we leaders, they're not to we masters. We leaders them, they are servants. Now we put them the way they come, then they tell we say now A, B, C, and D we want for do for now. Now this we don't see. Now this lacuna day in the way we do business governance wise, and we want for can change them. So as citizens, with responsibility, in fact, now they are really they take on what you they see. Because honestly, most times when you see even rally, or even when PPRC been decided the last time, say let nobody no rally na treat again, let them go converge one side. You hardly see people interrogating the candidates the presidential manifesto. Then you tell me all this because half of the time the people either the one where they go the campaign then go down drunk, or then go down that influence of drugs and things like that. So that is what we want to change. We want to make sure that this time when people they actually cast their votes, they understand, say elections now that one opportunity where democracy hand over to them for actually hold power. Because you don't say election, they can nobody know the whole nobody. Now the citizens then get the power at it, and then they talk say that this we want. But they have to come from a place of understanding. They therefore come from a place of knowing that yes, this person don't win, but the next 5 years, that person therefore deliver. And then always say the leader where you get, now they determine the quality of life where the citizens then will get. Now they determine the standards where the country will get. If we go get a transformational governance, now the kind of leadership we get. So now that narrative now want for change. For let Sierra Leoneans them begin for think seriously about the kinds of leadership where they put in power. For make sure them basic, and we really, I mean, we all know when we talk about water now, we talk about light. When we're talking about health service, we know the situation. Like you say, it's like sometimes we the straddle, it's like na seesaw na day. At this point, we go up one place, we go 2 place. The next year, we count down 5 place. Sometimes we manage, other we go 1 place back. The other time, we count down 2 place. And we cannot continue like that. So we need really for make sure, say, we Sierra Leoneans then become reconscientized for understand, say, now we get for set standards for we leaders. And how we go set them standards then for make sure, say, we put the leaders them where really, we don't exhibit or demonstrate that they can let democracy or then go make democracy deliver for
the question will run up plenty to their mind how this could actualize, because for the past 7 to 8 years, a lot of people believe say the civil space not active, and bringing this kind of advocacy, the politicians are not too willing for listening to some of these things and prefer to make manifesto, make big promises, and later they begin to turn the people and always let it happen. But when I don't engage the people whose strategy you want to use, forget the people, at the same time get the authorities that are necessary for make action go take place after the 2028 election.
So right now, we don't intensify the citizens' awareness raising and education interventions then right across the country. We get focal people then in most of the districts, and then focal persons then we district managers them. They're very active in various platforms, not only in our civil society platforms then, but some of even the national government committees and platforms then, because of we partnership and collaboration approach as well, where we done the use over the last 30 years. So we want for really begin. I said that the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step, actually. I think, you see, one of the things that we really need for try for address at this country, now the poverty issue as well. And say a hungry man is an angry man. And one of the things then we, poverty they do also, it makes people vulnerable. And at that day, the politicians, then most of the time, they don't use that. That's make you hear people and they talk, Democrats thinking mostly they talk about how we weaponize poverty. Because politicians they understand, say, when citizens are poor, then they become vulnerable to exploitation and anything. So you go see elections, then go give them half-bag race, then go they shape things them just for, because the people they know say the people they not get. But we want for make people they understand, say, that rest the way they take. Now that 1 week no more you they eat them. But there's 5 years ahead where if you not take the right decision, you not make a policy-based choice, where that respect, where don't know, 5 years angry, 90, 5 years of a health crisis, of a situation where if you then at the furthest district, now the furthest village, if anything happened to you, it could be almost difficult for you actually access proper and sober healthcare. So these are some of the things that we would look at. But also, beyond that, we also get this with next generation campaign as well, because at CGG we not believe in this thing. We know say the Gen Zs then are the future leaders, but we also know say they are also Sierra Leone's present strength. And we know say they carry a lot of resource where we can leverage on as Sierra Leone for walk, the path of transformation. And we focus on young women because Sierra Leone, the issue is either you're not woman or you're not youth. And if you're not youth man. So we see say there's this gap where don't make young women they left excluded from the discourse.
So then one day we get on 40, 50, we'll see the youth man.
Interesting, eh? But say even the reality is that when we even talk about youth, whether they're within the age bracket or supposed youth, na man they would talk about. So in 2022, we established as well what we call the Young Women in Democracy Forum. With this now coalition of young women across the country, but women there where they promote young women's political leadership, and also they're very very engaging in the conversation and the advocacy to combat sexual and gender-based violence in Sierra Leone.
All right, Mrs. French, let me hold you small, and this now people's inside discussion. So we're forgetting people in the space this morning, and let us give you small of what we think. But we all know President Bill on 3 years, in second term, total 8 years in from we take power. So they ask the citizens them if they don't deliver on the promises they make. And this morning we can't talk by talk then label, so they ask them and then they vote, let them tell you. So Dija, how they will get way for participate?
All right, just call the number where they see the show on the screen +23274200545. Call them and tell we this morning. We all know President Bill don't turn 3 years into in second term. How you feel say he don't deliver on a manifesto promises. And you all know during election term, then can come to una the people them tell una say this is my promise. Una vote for me. If una vote for me, that's what I go to. President Bill will be asked for in second term mandate. He promised on the big 5 game changer them. We on top of now the feed salon initiative we now in priority for the second term. If you remember 2018, he talk about free education where he do during the first term. Now na feed salon. You don't they see outside, they don't they introduce different program there for implement this feed salon. So now the phone line they open. Kindly keep you comment based on the question. 3 years of President Bio in second term. Call we now and tell we how na feel say President Bio don't deliver on a manifesto promise them. While they wait for the call, they will still get Bernadette French from CGG Campaign for Good Governance in the director of program. CGG they celebrate 30 years of advocacy. If you remember 1996, some group of women them been come together and form this organization for advocates for good governance. They don't do one for the past 30 years, and this year then they celebrate 30 years. And Mrs. French, let's just put you. All right, so don't begin for receive calls. Quickly log over to the phone line. Good morning, caller. Where you call, we kindly stay off your device. Go tell me your name and go straight to the question we'll ask this morning. 3 years of President Bio in second term. How you feel say don't deliver?
I get 1 minute for do so.
Hello, caller.
A two technician in the struggle for connect to call them, but the number then at the screen wait for call and make a comment this morning. Why did they try to fix the line? That's where we will go to Mrs. French. All right, Mrs. French.
I asked Mrs. French earlier, say 30 years of celebrating advocacy in good governance. Currently, in these 30 years, the system, how Onaki assess governance presently?
And like I don't tell you, say, when it was how they sit down, you see like a swing where they go up and down, up and down, up and down. And we're talking about the reality when we look at that. And that, you see a democratic universal. I mean, even when you talk about civic space, what's in democracy? If we're talking about democracy for you the liberty for even speak freely. When was the last time we even see protests? People protest for anything in this country.
All right, quickly, Lord, just hold you there again and go to the phone lines. Good morning, caller. Your name and also the call we from. Hello, caller. Good morning. All right, I think we struggle with the phone line. Hello, caller. Good morning.
Good morning, baby. Hello?
Good morning. Your name and also the call we from, please.
Okay, I'm Mohammed. I call from Qatar.
Yes, Mohammed, go ahead. 3 years into President Bio in second term in governance. How you think say it don't deliver?
That woman will not deliver for a lot of people nothing because the push, the cocaine, the Minister of Information state manage everything. Because in not about the cocaine say, just talk say one individual, another man called just like that. Just like the capacity, mother be Ibralo, you name you don't accuse her, it's in a way, you know, the call that can question to President be before face. They're all and just, they just state manage everything. Those people quoting, whether for talk to the state people, other for ask question. So una will see nothing we will see yes, you will tell the whole thing about President Bill, but this will tell me say this 3 years, at least you don't put it guys, you don't for at least hope will get so promise. It's there. So I see no future with the President Bill.
Only 1 minute for comments. Good morning, caller. Hello, caller. Good morning. And also, kindly connect from your device. Hello, caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
When you call now for come out away from your device, please.
Yeah, sorry, I don't.
Yes, go ahead quickly in 1 minute.
Yes, it's sad. It's sad, Salud. It's really sad for me. Us who pray 28, the people must stick. We must choose a leader who will represent the country better. President Leo, if they can, they can clean the country. But to be honest, who days out there, we know the image of the country right now, not in good shape. But all the clean the country, it just land the country inside Pocho Bank. So there is nothing to write home about. So we always talk to the left. It's come 2028. What we use with aid. What we use with conscience. Not allow politician for fool you. Look at the fear, look at the condition, the status, the goal that they put for vote wisely, if I will say anything like that.
Hello, caller. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Your name and who side they call we from, please.
Good morning, Khadija. Good morning, Alex Grover. This little they call the east part of Africa. I think to me, the policy president it's the campaign for 2018 for president. The rules he promised them to face down of quickly trademark. That brings you back to President if you want to clean the image of don't just take this rule I just create. Get something from Italy. Somebody within a people really very close to her, we connected with her. They do short thing we don't forget that kind of investigation at least for show demonstration saying yes, we promise for Sierra Leone there. Wow. It really sad. Even CGG, by then they are not for celebrate, but now for well black, Mrs. Now for well black, the 5 to 6 years democratic space, they don't type in such a space body. Even one of my company who are vibrant who will be the mention name now studio Marcela Samba. We know what you go through. Not of us started now, but if this government come out, this party come out, another one can't tomorrow, I can't do more past this. We will not achieve at the end of the day. So law comes to law begin called things by the name. The past years, governments in government house, then people have been on the do so much sweat. Sierra Leoneans they don't get confidence on it. But we think President beyond time. No Sierra Leoneans, we the commoners, we not get to any moral guarantors that we able to do anything for long against democracy. And that's dangerous because you know why? They get short time for do in governance. Tomorrow another party will come, another leader will come, who will be hapless past how they were doing. What you will also go ahead to. So now come to the drawing board and tell President you say this is the worst time for democracy, and the worst time for Sierra Leone. Thank you so much.
Come back now studio and wrap up this edition of the Breakfast Show. Hello caller, your name and who side they call we from? Hello.
Good morning.
Good
this is call from Abadi.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's go ahead and matter the present that study ability is for government in the country. So what is the instance we call someone? So the most important thing with the family follow they Who will damage the youth right now? This talk with that one. This talk about it's like all day. So what are the things establishing that what will damage the youth right? They don't talk about that. They don't talk about that. Let's talk about it. When the moment in the world for them to protest that when the black people this governor, nothing. Among the years, from among them in town, among them to the 5 years, it don't reflect to the transport owner, it don't reflect to people who the strength of the way to join the it don't reflect on our side. So let's go to help them. And let's go to help them. And make when they are
40 day. Good morning, caller. Your name and also they call
Hello.
from. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, go ahead. You get 1 minute.
Okay, my name is Sylvanus. President, don't try. Um, at least because if you go to other countries, they like neighbor countries, they are like so they out of it. But as you say, the president did try. But I think the people says that we the people in the country, we are the problem actually. You know, until we need for sit down and as a country and begin to assess ourselves, what are the things we need to do apart from waiting government to do. Otherwise, even we change different people, it will just be the same cycle no more. As citizens, we need for things. What can we do? What can we change so that we are country to move forward?
What you call we? That's gonna be our final call. Quickly, Mrs. French. I asked you earlier about the current state of governance in the country, and even one caller allude to that. Say, then believes at this point.
Khadija, I think the reality speaks for itself. We don't need, I can always say, you don't need a suitsia for can tell you waiting at the reality on the ground. With the siam, with the electricity, with the siam, with the healthcare service, with the siam, with education, and with the siam, even with the level of poverty, where they I listen to the caller just now, where even they talk about, other countries. And I think this is our problem in Sierra Leone. We lack for compare ourselves with negative things. We know they ever when we talk, we know they ever say, let we look let we strive for be like Singapore. Let we strive for be. We know they look at the good things them where we for help for kind of trigger we stimulate we for do better. And honestly, you go outside, the poverty situation is really a reality. The high cost of living. And sometimes I can tell me colleague in our office, I say, I wonder as a leader, how are you able to sleep soundly? If how are you able to sleep soundly? Just knowing that the people you lead, then they continuously live in abject poverty. They work and you see the place dark. Water no day, and it's not that the water no day, but what are even the implications of people having to walk for miles? Look like some of the incidents that would all happen as a result of that. So we really always use this word intentionality. Would I say, salon now we all for make salon better? Whilst I don't deny that, like I use the os analogy again. When you did a host or when you did any side you did, that's why there's a leader. The leader na envision it advance, and that vision they will get. Now they nurture we for let we all imbibe. But if the vision they take you go, or the vision they accelerate things them, we will give you a better kind of life, na salon, then there's a serious problem. I mean, not talk about the civic space. Now we're in a situation where, people, they even afraid for talk I mean, people they in constant, fear, because if you talk, you get people them way, bloggers them way, allegedly, they blog for politicians, the way they attack you, here and there. Which I think, if we want to make democracy deliver, we really get for try as much as possible. One, I think one of the things I always see, and at CGG level, we always, when we try to analyze things, we can ask ourselves, what is really at the cost of governance and salon? Have we really taken time, as leaders, taken time to really understand Sierra Leone's problem, the policies that we will make, the programs that we will put, for alleviate poverty, for bring development. We really don't take time as alone for really understand them problems. Then they forget a data. It's not just about going for say, okay, 70% of them people here, now they will don't make farm for waiting. Are we really understanding the narratives and the stories them behind the data? Because now then they go help we for really, at the level of governments, that then they go help for really understand the problem and try for see again intentionality and commitment to the people of Sierra Leone. We elect government into power for say understand the problem. What can we do? What are the challenges there? What water no day? What make water no day? What make over 50-60 years? If today if this year it makes small like the water situation will improve, or the light situation, the next year na problem. We begin get 2 weeks blackout. With what are the problems? What are the challenges that will make them think then and get commitment, intentional commitment for fix them problem? Then it would not be fixed all at once, but let us see as Sierra Leoneans some commitment for begin, take the baby steps, accelerate them steps then day, and let we see, address issues of corruption, making sure that you put the citizens of Sierra Leone first above everything else. I think for we na CGG na Dande we don't promote holding people accountable. When people then na institutions them we're supposed for serve Sierra Leoneans, who is holding them accountable? Not to for just get a contact performance report where they come and say everybody is doing. When you mirror the reality with some of their reports, then a completely different thing. So you see, so these are the things that we've always been advocating for, and we can't get that one day unless we get a leader with transformational in thinking, and we're committed and intentional about moving Sierra Leone forward, irrespective of what it will cost them. Sometimes it will even cost them that the person will help you for kind of power you could get for relieve them because in order to do a job. That is the kind of leadership. But also I want to use the opportunity for let the people of Sierra Leone know that we also get activities then where we don't set for, we don't plan, we go get for celebrate, we go celebrate by organizing a democracy walk where we go bring the notice soon. We also want to get a conference on the same topic, and that conference day we go bring the actual policy actors them for can't tell we waiting I just talk so waiting at the challenges, waiting make water 30 day 50-60 years we still they deal with water problem where some country they don't left that one day long ago. Waiting at the problem who they get with energy, waiting at the problem we make if I dey all the way na Kailan, the farthest side na Kailan, the farthest village, are not go able for access quality healthcare. Wetin go make, even if I dey at the village, I no go get a structure we call an educational facility where I go inside there. I know say I don't come for quality education.
All right.
So we go get that one, we get a dinner and awards. We want for celebrate champions of democracy, not generally, but at the civil society level, people that would really don't defend and promote democracy. So I want to use this platform as well. And know say, right now the donor fatigue. So it's really challenging. So as we organize all of these activities, we also put out some call for support, and I want to use this platform for also say anybody, whether in the diaspora or waiting, we want to support this cause, what they do for help, for celebrate, and bring some of them things they actually follow. We get a conversation around them, and probably we also want to think for come up with something solid, a solid communique and position what we self go take to government and say we don't assess all them tier one. I don't tell we self don't look at it. This is what the citizens are saying in terms of solutions and proposals of how that can work.
All right, many thanks, Bernadette French. We join with this morning for can talk about campaign for good governance. The work on done they do since when I found in 1996 during the time where Salon with the struggle with the civil war. Well, now so this edition of the Breakfast Show will left for now. This morning we'll be sitting with Alfio, the Italian businessman where they out there they cry for justice because they say Adma Bioggiallo and a husband defraud them of 210,000 United States dollar for gold within game, for gold where he give them for game, but eventually he not be able to forget the gold where he buy na their hands. So it call on the authority, them the Sierra Leone police for help him get justice. Now they end this edition of the Breakfast Show. Many thanks to Musa Saukoma. We support the production team for bringing this edition come to honor. Mina Khadija Bangura, they say have a good day.
And Mina Alex Lawrence Koma, they wish you a blessed day.
Watching Liberty Breakfast